evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Darkest Dungeon with the July update and some updates before it. In the last video, I had a party wipe. Luckily, I did show off some cool mechanics while dying. A new boss fight that you can have in the middle of another mission, which appears at random. And I did finish the mission first, so I got the gold for the mission as well as the trinket. I just didn't get the stuff that was in the inventory. Now let me show off the inventory. So here we go. We got another one of these crappy-ass trinkets. You can sell these things. You can press the shift key. The interface is a bit opaque. I kind of hope they show this a little bit better in the future, but you can press the shift key, highlight over a trinket. It'll show you how much it sells for. Then you can click on it, confirm it, and sell it. If you have multiple trinkets that you're selling, after you sell the first one, you can actually just keep on clicking and it doesn't even like check with you for the remaining ones. You'll just sell them automatically, which is nice. One thing I was hoping that they would change, which they did not, is you still can't get the guild or the blacksmith after your first mission, which means that on your second mission, you're forced to use the starting skills of the heroes that you have, and that's really annoying. I get why they did that. They, introduced the Abbey and the Tavern for stress relief, and they didn't want to show too much stuff at once. But I really think they should just show the guild and the blacksmith after the first mission so you can change your skills. Anyway, here, I actually need to go to the stagecoach. Apparently, if you are dead, even if you only have 2 heroes available to choose from, they'll just give you 4 to recruit. So here's what I'm going to be playing with. An occultist, whatever, Jester, a new hero, the Houndmaster, and of course our old standby favorite, the Hellion. I'm also going to expand the Stagecoach network once. I don't want to do it twice because after a while the extra heroes are just completely useless. In fact, this whole track is pretty much totally useless beyond like the first upgrade. Because you really need to save your papers for the blacksmith, because the blacksmith eats papers like a termite. Or, termites, do they eat papers? Eats papers like a paper-eating cockroach. Basically, you need to spend a lot of papers with the blacksmith, so don't waste them here. That's what I'm trying to say. In this playthrough, I'm going to try to keep a varied roster. Normally, if you're playing, you want to have multiples of the heroes that you like, but here I'm going to try to have one of each and show a variety, maybe with a few special exceptions. But anyway, let's go ahead and embark on our journey, because there's nothing else to do. We're going to go on a short mission because these guys, I don't really trust this to be a good party and actually be able to handle things. So let's see, of these 2 short ones, which one gives a better trinket? Well, that's junk. And that's actually pretty bad too. When I play the Plague Doctor, it's the blight skills I use, so this is like the opposite of what I want. And you can't unfortunately see how much they sell for, so I could just take the one that like sells for more. But since I can't, these missions are the same, we'll just, do this one, because it's first. So, the Houndmaster has a dog, and to be totally honest with you, I don't quite understand this class. This class seems like crappy. It, doesn't really do that much healing, and it doesn't really do that much damage, so I don't exactly know what's going on with this class, but he kind of wants to hang out in the back and send out his dog, to do things. The Jester typically likes to go near the end. This particular Jester has that. The Finale, which sends him to the back, self-damages him a lot, but deals a ton of damage. This is a Bleed skill, which hits the 2 middle creatures, which is actually pretty good. And then this is a Dirk Stab, which can send him forward. I think I'm probably actually going to put the Jester second and have him bouncing around, because the Occultist typically does not want to go close to the beginning. Alright, so this skill has been changed a little bit. It pulls the enemy, and it also clears all the corpses. So some classes now have skills for clearing out the corpses on the field, which, goes along with the new mechanic that when enemies die, they leave a corpse behind. To be honest, I haven't actually found those skills to be all that useful yet. I feel like it's better to just deal with the corpses or play around them than to use subpar skills for corpse clearing. But whatever, we'll get a chance to see that here and hopefully put it to good use. There's also a dog biscuit in my inventory. This is for the Houndmaster. To be honest, I don't exactly really know what the dog biscuit does. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chomp it right now. Well, I can't do it. Okay. Can I use it? Alright, well, I should have done my research before this video, clearly, and researched what the hell the dog biscuits are, but we'll find out. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Alright, he kind of looks like a centaur when he steps forward with his dog. Doesn't he? Look. There's a centaur. There's a centaur. Okay, anyway. Got a couple of torches here, so we're going to be bathed in light throughout this video. The Hellion actually starts with pretty good skills. This is actually the 4 skills that I use when I play Hellions. Wow. Adrenaline Rush has been buffed a little bit. It now heals you, and as well as doing the buffing and the bleed healing. Bleed Out still seems like it's mostly crappy. And then the Iron Swan I don't think is actually that useful. I think if it bleeds, it works just as well. Alright, so here we go. We're going to use our Harvest. The Jester's pretty much one good skill. So the bleeding now, you can see their resistances have been lowered. So they are more likely to get bled. Here, I think I will just do a Yop to stun these guys. And with him, so we could stab that, which is a high crit mod. We can pull the shooter forward. Let's go ahead and do that. Seems like a decent use of our time. So you can't do blanket fire and is forced instead to do rushed shots. I still don't really think the Occultist is a particularly good class, but so be it. Okay, so what this does is it makes it so that somebody takes more damage from your Hound's Rush skill, which is the main kind of damaging skill this guy has. It reduces a target's protection, and it also makes you deal more damage to beasts. Can you eat your dog bone now? Alright, it's got a buff. Aha. So you get bonus damage, accuracy, and crit for 3 rounds. Oh, I see. Well, that's 3 rounds of the entire fight. Doesn't really seem worth it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try to finish off this guy who's already been damaged. Alright, so the dog did a lot of damage there, 8, but that was, of course, temporarily doubled. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really seem that worth it. If you could just get huge damage for 3 rounds, I might as well just take a class instead that does huge damage all the time. But hey, that's just me. Okay, so let's Dirk Stab. This guy's going to bleed out, so let's Dirk Stab him, because he's the only one who's dangerous now. And let's Hounds Rush him as well. Alright, so he's basically dead, and this guy's actually going to bleed out. So we're good. We can do some healing, or try to. So this has a small chance to inflict bleed on your ally, while also healing them for 0 to 10. One thing I don't know... Oh, great. 0. One thing I don't know, actually, is whether the bleed gets worse as you upgrade the skill, because that's how it used to be. The bleed used to actually get worse in magnitude when you upgraded the skill. So not only did the healing get better, but the bleeding got better too, and that was obviously just absolutely terrible. I don't know why they did that, but we'll see. I don't know if that's the case now. Notice this guy doesn't leave a corpse because he bled to death. Try healing again. There, that's a little bit better. Okay, so we are allowing a shanking to happen here, which I'll accept. That's fine. And sure, we'll just kill this guy off. Poof, goes the corpse. Alright, we got this, which is actually great. Crit versus Eldritch, this just is so terrible, but I'm happy to have it because, of course, I can sell that for extra money at the end. So trinkets are all good now, in the sense that the ones that suck, you can sell off and not worry about it. So here's an example of a fight that is harder now than it used to be. It used to be you would just kill off these 2 front guys. These guys got shunted off to the front, and then that would be that. Now it's a little bit trickier, so I'll go ahead and try a pull, of course miss. Try to get these guys to the front so I can kill them. Or I could just kill these 2 and then use his pull skill to clear out the corpses. That's another option. Alright, Jester's unfortunately a little bit weak against these guys because they don't bleed. So we'll do a Dirk Stab and just try to kill this guy the old-fashioned way. Alright, hopefully Hound's Rush will do 4 damage. It did, excellent. It did maximum damage. Now the Hound guy does have one really good skill. The stress healing skill actually can affect multiple party members, so that's actually really, really nice. Crap, I can't hit the guy in the back. So I'll just finish off this one. I think it's worth finishing him off so that he doesn't get to attack. Alright, we're gonna rush the guy in the back here. So now he doesn't have as much protection. And now, let's just do a Wicked Hack here, hopefully kill it. Nope, I rolled minimum damage, so we're going to take some more stress from the Tempting Goblets, getting up there. Alrighty, let's pull this guy forward and clear out the corpses. So now he's near the front. I think my Houndmaster is going to do stress relief pretty dedicatedly from now on, because we really need to clear out the stress on this Hellion. Oh, only she got affected. That's just too bad. Alright, can we deal 4 damage? We can. I'm going to do a little bit of cheesing here. Unfortunately, I only have one person with healing skills. The Jester doesn't actually come with any. Alright, let's do a solo. Wow, alright, that got resisted. Good times. Oh, another one, okay. I hope this counts as an attack. I don't know if it does or not. Alright, I don't want to heal myself. I want to heal off some stress. There we go, I got a couple people that time. Let's try to heal off some of these missing hit points too. Woo! Yippity skippity. And alright, let's call it a day. You'll see that stress reduction in general has been decreased. You get less reduction for your crits. You also get less reduction in general just for killing the monsters. Now, if there weren't a fight here, I could just grab this urn. Oh no, you suck! Oh, you suck so much. I could have put my frickin' holy water in here that I have 2 of and gotten a thing. Stress reduction has been reduced generally, but you do not get the stress reduction from disarming traps. I found that heroes that have those like negative quirks of like automatically touching curios trigger more often. Like it used to be that Renald, the kleptomaniac, you could pretty much just make sure that he never touched things and you could ignore it entirely as long as you remembered it. But now he'll grab that stuff pretty early. So that was nice. I think it was smart. The developers made it a little bit more difficult to run around the bad quirks when it comes to investigating things, which increases your desire perhaps to take care of those quirks in the sanitarium earlier in the game. Okay, well this guy's gonna bleed out thanks to that crit from the dog that I've been insulting, but has actually been doing fine, clearing out stress and dealing, you know, reasonable damage. Got a Blanket Fire here. One thing that's worth noting is it used to be if Blanket Fire got a crit, it would crit everybody, but now it only, you know, it's like each crit is individually calculated, which I think is good, because it was ridiculous to like take no damage from Blanket Fires and all of a sudden have like everybody go up by 50 stress because you got a lucky punk ass crit. All right, let's Dirk stab him. Unfortunately, that was a miss. I think I'm gonna just try to kill this guy off. Unfortunately, he's still gonna survive for a couple more rounds. Let me yop. If he stuns, then he's gonna bleed out before he gets to go again. And then we also stop this guy from shooting, which is fine. Okay, so now we don't have to do anything. Remember, of course, if you spend a whole turn doing nothing but healing and buffing, you do take a stress penalty. But I think it's fair to try to get some stress off of the Hellion. Unfortunately, it's random who gets affected and who doesn't, so in that case, it didn't really work. He's missing 10 hit points. Let's get some of them back. Oh, the bleed. Well, he's still got a couple of points. Alright, let's do a finale here. So this is a pretty cool skill. Deals a lot of damage, high crit chance, and then he goes all the way to the back. So the Jester's a little bit more fun now. You know, you can do some very interesting strategies with party repositioning and moving around and so forth. If I had Adrenaline Rush, I could actually heal off this bleeding and get a hit point back. Unfortunately, I don't, so we're just gonna kill this guy. So now it's a little bit trickier to pick out your skills. I find that for the most part, I can just play with all the same skills I used to, and it's fine. I find that it's not that big of a deal, but there is like it's a little bit more interesting now than it used to be. All right, so these guys don't bleed. Thus, let me do a Dirk stab on the archer because he's the most dangerous. In the previous version of the game, you know, you'd want to really just kill off these two. The archers would scoot up front, and that would the problem would take care of itself. Here, you know, you really want to try to take care of these guys by other means. All right, he unfortunately resisted being moved. So let me see. I can't even deal 7 damage to him. There's just no way. I could do Target Whistle to make him take more damage, but it's really just sort of pointless. Let me just deal the damage I can and hopefully finish him off with a Dirk stab or something. All right, so hopefully these aren't crits. They do a lot of damage even if they're not crits. Ouch, that was a very unfortunate thing that just happened. So he's almost on death's door. Okay, well I'm gonna yop the front too. I think it's worth it to trade one action to eliminate 2 of the enemies, especially because one of them is still coming up. And now I'm gonna jump to the back here with a finale. 2 crits with that one. So it's got a high crit chance, 15%, though far from guaranteed. I can't heal because unfortunately, because of this movement positioning, I can't use his heal anymore. Whoops. Well, let's try to kill this guy off. Unfortunately, he's still hanging in there. Oh no. Alright, we're on death's door there. This is bad, because my only healer can't actually use his healing ability. Whoops. Well, we're gonna do Breakthrough. That should kill off the first guy, and if I'm lucky... Oh, they actually used Protection to not take any damage. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna skip the Houndmaster's turn, so that this guy can use his healing. But this is looking a little grim. These guys are basically at full health. I got a guy on death's door. And my heal is a random one. Oh, he might die right here. There's the kill. Alright, so goodbye, Jester. It was nice knowing you. The Houndmaster has no moves from the front, so he has to lose a turn. Pull up the Archer if I can, so that he doesn't deal damage, and the corpse went away too. Now, honestly, the hard part is just getting through these guys. That's really the trickiest thing at this point. Alright, please resist the stun. Oh, thank you. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Dog, who can I kill the quickest? I mean, I think that guy has the least protection and deals the most damage. I want to use heals, but I think I really need to try to kill everything off first. That's more valuable than healing at the moment. Okay, now we can stun and then hopefully get a heal in from this guy. Unfortunately, this is the end of the round, so now the round starts over. They actually could go again before we go. Alright, should I lick my own wounds? Sure, let's lick some wounds. Oh, he cuddled his puppy. That's so cute. This guy's gonna heal himself for 1. That's awesome. Yeah, so you can see the classes that suck, you know, still suck, I think, for the most part. I think the one class that I actually kind of am happy to add to my rotation is the Plague Doctor. I feel like with the blight damage buffs and the blight resistance debuffs on the enemies, well, we're not toying. Oh, we are toying with them, right? Because we all did heals and stuns. I don't care. I think that was actually strategically worth it. So let's do that. We need to kill this guy because this guy's just doing bayonet jabs. I'm fine with that. There's a heal. Please resist the bleed. Thank you. Okay, so let's try to kill that thing. Oh, wait, no! Sometimes there's a bug, like you'll click on a skill and then it won't do it. It'll just do the old skill that you had. I definitely clicked on the Wicked Hack and it didn't do it. So now to avoid the stress penalty, I'm going to do a whackity hackety do on that guy. Oh, that sucks. Alright, good that that missed because otherwise the healer would have not been able to heal anymore. Okay, thanks for doing the right skill this time, jerk. Alright. This guy's missing a lot of hit points. Let's try to heal him. Ugh. That skill really doesn't get good until you upgrade it, like, once. To make it, like, from 0 to 14 or something. Like, that's when it actually becomes playable. Alright. Well, since we did a kill, I think we're going to stun this guy. Try to get some stress relief going from the dog and some extra healing. Oh, I can't cry havoc, so either so with only 3 people, I can either heal or do stress relief, but I can't do both. Damn. Alright, well, we're just gonna use that, I guess. And now I got a tough call. You know, do I try to go do this fight? Obviously, I'm down a person, which is just not a good thing. Ever. But, you know, if there isn't a fight in any of those 3 rooms, then I could maybe get a little more out. And no, you know what? That's just dumb. We're just gonna kill this, take the sarcophagus, and get out of this mission. I got 3 more people coming in, so hopefully I'll have a better team. All right, that was some trinkets, which is good to find, because of course I can sell those for extra money, which I need because I'm abandoning my quest. All right, so that was 2 resounding successes to start off this video series. Got a lot of stuff. So we got ennui, which is a disease. That's the kind of the pale green color here. So I don't really care too much about it. I don't really care about virtue. Move resistance is really good, and this is not as good. Eldritch Hater is fitting for the occultist, and then that is, who cares? Okay. So back to town we go. Take a quick look at the time here. Alright, so I think we can do one more mission. Yes, permanent negative quirks. I gotcha. So let's go to the Abbey. Oh, she can't. What does she do? She will only go there. Alright, so we're going to go here. Cough up the cash to get rid of some of that stress. Do I care about the occultist? Sure. We'll go ahead and heal up the occultist. Will this be enough? What am I at? 50? I'm not sure, but we'll do this. And then the Houndmaster's fine. Hopefully got some good heroes in the Stagecoach. We got a healer. Oh, thank goodness. And a leper. That was actually great. This is a fine. So Man-at-Arms is a new class. We'll show that off in the next fight. Finally, these are open. But all we can really do is change some skills around, which is good enough for me. So I'm going to do the same skills I always used for Vestals. I think that, you know, you can put one of these frontline skills up there in case they get shuffled forward, but it's nice to have the self-healing and the stun and both types of regular healing to choose from. I think that's worth it. The Man-at-Arms is interesting. He has the skill Retribution, which makes it so that if anything hits him the following round, he whacks them back, which is kind of nifty. He's also got a regular old Crush skill. He's got some buffing skills that, although the developers seem hell-bent on making buffs worthwhile, I don't think they are. And then he's got a stunning and a pushback skill with a high crit chance but low damage, which is interesting. So, because I don't really believe in buffs, like this thing with the protection and guarding an ally, whatever, I'm just going to... Oh, hang on a second. Should I actually... I should actually do this to make it cheaper to get the buffs. And we're also going to do this, even though none of my guys are level 1 yet, just so I can get up to level 1 in the future. We're going to go ahead and get that stunning skill. This I don't think I would ever really use either, actually. It's sort of lame, but he's got kind of lame skills apart from this Retribution, so let me turn that on. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, which of these is worse? I guess this one is a little better, so we'll keep that one. Okay, so that's our guy. The lepers, we all know them. Fan favorite. Interestingly, lepers got buffed, so I guess the designers thought the lepers were not good before, so this now actually heals more stress than it used to. And this, in addition to healing you, gives you a whole bunch of resistances, so I'm definitely happy to have those, and I'm still going to stick with Chop and Hew. This Purge skill pushes something back all the way, and it clears corpses. I've tried this. It really doesn't seem worth it because it doesn't deal any damage. If it dealt damage, I'd use it, but at pretty much 0 damage, it's just not worth it. And then Revenge is interesting, but again, I don't think the buffs are worth it still. I could be missing something, but it just doesn't quite seem like the developers have succeeded yet at making the buffs worthwhile. So, let's go ahead and do another short mission here. We're going to go to my favorite place, the Weald, which has the papers as rewards. Put our Dogmaster back there. Oh, yes. Let's see. Are there any good things? Nope. And definitely not. Notice how they're just going away right away. So that's cash in the bank. Spankety spank. All right. So let's grab 2 shovels for the short mission in the Weald. The Weald missions typically do have quite a bit more necessity. I don't think they need holy water. Yeah, I'll just ignore that. They need more shovels than the typical missions in the other places. So hopefully this will be a quick romp. And then we'll... A romp. A romp, not a rump. A romp. This is actually a pretty big one. So there's a big romp. This is a pretty big mission. We're going to have to go through 7 rooms here. Alright. Now, one thing that kind of impresses me is that the Retribution skill of the Man-at-Arms is actually pretty balanced. It doesn't really do that much damage. I'll show you. It doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. And while it marks you, most enemies don't interact with marks. Like, this dog couldn't give less than half of a fuck who is marked. So, a lot of times, you know, you don't really get the full value out of it, which is fine. It's like a fun skill. It's cool. Hopefully we'll have it happen at least a couple of times. But it's not, like, grotesquely overpowered. I think when the Man-at-Arms first came out, it was a little bit overpowered, but the developers did a pretty good job fixing it, in my opinion. Alright, so Leper's getting stressed to hell. Since everything's pretty much in hand here, let's go ahead and do a Howl. Let's see. I think we'll just go ahead and try this again. The Priest could use some healing here. That's fine. Leper will be able to heal himself up later. Alright, that was a ton of money. Those dogs were stacked. Alright, I will be a little bit greedy and I'll use one of my shovels to dig up this grave, even though this is not why I take the shovels. I'm feeling frisky today. Alright, I've got another fight here. So really glad actually to see these cultists back here, rather than the fungus spewers, because those are pretty much, I think that's pretty much the toughest fight, is these 2 guys plus the fungus spewers. Now this is awkward because, unfortunately, these two guys can't do anything from the front. So this sucks. They just shifted and then nothing happened. And now this guy goes. This is all just like the worst possible order of party member actions and guarantees that absolutely nothing could happen this turn. So that's great. We have a full 4 enemies here, and I couldn't do anything with like 3 of my actions. But hopefully now we're gonna not take too much damage as we mop these bitches up. Come on, Leopard, give him a... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't get pushed back. Oh, thank God. That would have just been disaster. All right, I'm gonna stun one of these guys. I think it's worth it to try to catch up a little bit on actions. Oh man, this leper's going down a long ways. We're gonna have to do some serious cheesing in the future to get the leopard to be able to get his health and stress down to manageable levels. But I can't do that right now because we need to just take these guys down. There's a lot of health to chew through here. Man, this is actually going really, really badly. All right, so let's do Retribution and hope that these guys who do follow marks actually go ahead and attack them. Alright, here we have a pull, and he whacks it back for 4 damage. See, that's pretty cool. Alright, I don't think I can afford to do any healing yet. We just gotta bring this stuff down, so he's almost dead. Hopefully he'll die to the leper's hue before he can go. Okay, the Retribution, it doesn't quite kill him. He's down to 1 health. Well, let's see if Hugh Jackman can finish the job. He cannot. Okay, so this deals damage to everything, but it's minus 100% damage. So we're just gonna do the lamest thing ever, which is kill that with 1 attack. That's really kind of crappy. But what are you gonna do? Oh my God, the crits. Wow, this stress situation is really bad, but I cannot right now, unfortunately, do any cheesing. Oh, I should have eaten the dog biscuit because this is such a desperate fight. Please resist the movement. Fuck. Oh my God. This battle is just going so terribly. Oh no! No, that would have been a good time to be moved. Oh well, let's waste that move to get the leper back in position. Do I want to just crush? No, let's keep doing Retribution. I think that's fine. Let's whack this guy. He follows marks, and I'm right in front, so this guy should attack my man-at-arms for a ton of damage. Holy shoot! All right, we need to actually chop, and kill that guy, and now it's kind of awkward with these corpses here. These guys are gonna keep on doing annoying things. I'm gonna just fuck it, do a stress relief. Hopefully that works on everyone, and it did. Good. No, stop it with the pushing. This is like the one time I wish they did their like stressful incantations, because whatever. I need to attack with my guys. This is maybe not the most balanced party. It doesn't have any movement, so I'm not able to recover very much from these awkwardnesses. Okay, let's now do Rampart to stun this guy or lady. Oh, the stun got resisted. Okay, let's see. Let's do a heal on this guy. Oh, it's so lame. At level 1, that skill really sucks. Leper now needs to start doing some withstanding to get the stress down. So we're going to have to cheese quite a bit. And of course, these guys are hard to cheese against because they do stress attacks. Oh, there it goes. Petroleum's resolve is tested. She is a selfish bitch. Alright, well, this just went all the way to hell really, really quickly. Is it even worth trying to do this? I mean, these guys both have stress attacks, so I probably shouldn't actually do this. Okay. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to finish off this fight, and then we're going to flee, because I don't think I can actually make it very far with everybody being this stressed out. I'm going to just withstand and hope that he doesn't become stressed out to oblivion too. How am I going to kill this thing? Oh yeah, the corpses do go away after a while. I left that corpse out for so long that it actually disappeared on its own volition. Alright, I'm actually fine with the pull. Please resist the movement. Thank you, so the leper can keep withstanding. Alright, here... Whatever. Just kill this thing. And we're going to end that. Okay, so, well, Darkest Dungeon is indeed quite dark. We had 3 failures in a row in this video. So, as you can see, the game's gotten a little bit tougher. Part of that was sort of a cascading effect, you know, just the fact that I failed the first mission and all my people died. If I hadn't fought that thing, then my guys would have lived. I would have had better heroes to take with me on future missions. It wouldn't have been quite as desperate of a thing. Oh, man, this guy he got syphilis? From what, running away? How does that even give you syphilis? I'm pretty sure that leper had sex with no one Oh, he got bad humors? Jesus. Well, anyway, as you can see, this game really kind of stepped it up. The developer wanted to make it harder, and they did. As someone who's a pretty good player of this game, I still find myself in pretty rough straits here. What is your problem? Faithless will not pray or flagellate. Okay. Into the tavern. Oh, he's in the tavern. God darn it. Alright, well, I guess you're just going to have to go drinking. Leper, you should enjoy flagellating yourself, right? Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Got a Hugh Jackman over here. Needs to pray to a higher power. And, sure. You can meditate with your dog. Okay. Let's hope the stagecoach gave me some good people. A couple of bounty hunters and a Vestal. That's not the most balanced party, but we do have the Hellion who's ready and raring to go. So, sure. Let's get him on board. And that'll do it for this video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more Darkest Dungeon. Goodbye.